Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Caroland. This is Carolina, and today's video is a 1-year follow-up of my sex reassignment surgery that I had with Dr. Brassard in Montreal, Canada. One of the things that I wanted to start with was my visit to my surgeon, Dr. Brassard. I actually had the opportunity to visit him last week and have my 1-year follow-up with him, and I got so much good information. I was so happy to get to see him and for him to see everything. Nicest guy in the world. He's super sweet, made me feel so comfortable. He told me that everything looked healed. He actually took this little, I don't even know what to call it, but it looked like this white pencil thing that had a light on it. I laid on the bed, he made me open my legs, you know the drill, and he inserted this thing that actually opens up, which felt really uncomfortable. First of all, I have never had anyone just go inside and check things inside of my vagina. I've never gone to a gynecologist. I just had my primary care physician just kind of looked around on the outside and stick her finger in there, but nothing, you know, like what he did. I was happy that he could actually look inside because God knows what's going on in there. I mean, I'm hoping things are okay, but I can tell. You can't just take a mirror and look in the inside of your vagina. Anyways, way too deep into this, no pun intended. He actually went and saw inside. He said that everything looked great. One thing that he immediately said was to try to douche more regularly, which I have to be honest, I haven't been douching as much as I should. Another thing that he mentioned was, because I brought it up, was that I was still feeling tightness whenever I'm dilating, and this is something that I had talked about on my last video, and he said that it's normal to be still tight at the year mark. What he recommended, and this is something that I think everyone should take notes on because I didn't know this, my surgeon recommended I should go back on progesterone because apparently progesterone can help loosen up the tissue on your vagina. So FYI, I had no idea about that. I'm back on progesterone. I'm taking half a pill, which I believe it's about 5 milligrams of progesterone a day. Another thing that he mentioned is I can use some estrogen cream and apply it directly on my vagina. I can actually put some on the dilator when I'm dilating, so the estrogen cream can go all the way inside the vagina, and this is also supposed to help the vagina tissue loosen up and be a little more elastic so that you don't have as much issue dilating. As far as dilations go, and this is something that I also talked to Dr. Brassard, is that technically at the year mark you're only supposed to dilate, or you are able to only dilate once a week, but I'm not gonna do that. Why? Because I'm still too tight, as I mentioned before, and Dr. Brassard and I agreed that it would be a good idea if I'd ease myself into only once a week. So what I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna be dilating once a day, every other day, and as I see my progress, I'll start slowing down to the point where I can get to the once a week dilation, which is gonna be a dream come true. One more thing I wanted to mention about Dr. Brassard is that he asked me if I was already sexually active, and I'm not. So the first thing I told him was, I'm not, no. And he just looked at me with this like surprised face, and he was like, well, why not? Why are you not having sex yet? He was like almost worried about me. And I just thought it was funny because I think more than surprised, he was just kind of worried that maybe I thought there was something wrong and that I couldn't have sex because maybe it hurt or something like that. And you know, I explained to him that I was a little scared because of how tight I am, and also because I'm just not ready to commit to that. Like I mentioned in my other videos, I am okay waiting around for not just the right person, but also the right moment for my vagina to be fully healed, and for me to not be super paranoid about doing anything wrong to it just because I want to have sex and I cannot wait, you know, a couple more months. He said it was safe for me to go ahead and have vaginal intercourse if I wanted to. Moving on, I wanted to talk about another sensitive topic, and that's sensitivity. I think this is a very important topic because I know a lot of people always are concerned about sensitivity when it comes to this surgery. I was terrified of losing sensitivity, of losing my ability to orgasm or feel pleasure, and I have great news. sensitivity is still as good as it was before. I've mentioned in my previous videos that I've been able to orgasm without any issues. I am super sensitive, especially in the clitoris. The lips are starting to get more sensitive as time goes on. The inside of my vagina though, and I think some people were asking me this on my last video, it's definitely not as sensitive. For example, when I put my dilators in, it doesn't feel sexy at all. It doesn't feel good, like, oh my gosh, something's going inside of me. It doesn't. Speaking of orgasms, I wanted to touch on something that it's new, that I had not talked about in my previous videos because I had not experienced it the way I experienced it recently. And this is something that I've been getting questions, a lot of questions about this. People are wondering, can you get wet? Can you lubricate your own vagina without using any type of lube or anything like that? In my case, I get really wet, and believe me, I am not lying when I tell you, the last time I was touching myself, I was literally like soaked. Oh my god, I can't believe I'm being so graphic about this, but I think people need to know about this stuff because it is possible. Something new that I also wanted to talk about is I finally had laser hair removal on my body. I've never ever had laser before, and I have to say this is probably the best decision I have ever made. Having laser has been a dream come true. Honestly, if you have the extra money, if you're saving up on your transition to do something, laser, especially in areas like your bikini, your legs, and your underarms, it's so worth it. The reason why I'm talking about this is because part of my treatment wasn't just the bikini area, but I did what it's called a Brazilian extended laser treatment. It usually goes from up here, like the pubic bone, or your mons pubis, or whatever that's called, and it goes all the way down your vagina and bikini, and then it goes all the way up to your crack, your butt, and then it gets all of that taken care of as well. So if you have any unwanted hair in between there, getting rid of it is just amazing, because nobody wants to shave that, nobody wants to wax it, nobody wants to twist that. And I'm telling you, if you have the money, do it, because it's probably the best investment of your life. Tagging along with the laser, I wanted to touch on scars, because now that I have gotten my Brazilian extended laser treatment, I can actually see my scars because there's no more hair covering it, and I am actually very happy with the way my scars have been healing. They are definitely noticeable. I mean, I don't think anyone will ever have no scars unless you have some like scar revision surgery, or you have some sort of hair, or I don't know what else people can do to cover the scars. And to finish up this video, I wanted to mention swelling, because I have noticed my vagina go from balloon size to kind of just a little inflated and a little swollen on the sides to kind of looking a little more on the average size. And now at the 9th month mark, it was funny because one of the lips on the outer part of the vagina was really swollen, but the other wasn't. So I had kind of like a lopsided vagina, like it kind of went like lip and then lip. It was really funny. It was super funky, but the good news is that both sides are kind of like leveling up already. I am not getting huge like lopsided camel toe like before. It was really funny because I went to the gym one time and I was wearing gym clothes that was really tight, and I looked at myself in the mirror and I was like, oh my god, I have my first camel toe. Like I just kind of noticed it for the first time ever, and I was like, wow, like this is really cool. I don't think anyone would ever get so excited about having camel toe. And ew. Ugh, allergies. So yeah, I thought it was really funny. I was very proud of my camel toe, and I was definitely showing it off, just walking around with my camel toe. No, I'm kidding. I would never do that. That's disgusting. That's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I don't know when I'm gonna do another follow-up video for my SRS, but if anything weird or new or exciting happens regarding my vagina, I will definitely keep you guys updated. And until next time, I guess I'll talk to you guys soon. Ciao, ciao. As a side note, you guys, I wanted to focus on my hair really quick because it's been feeling amazing. It's just feeling so much healthier and smoother and shinier, and I can't wait to make a video about it and share all my secrets with you guys.